Further deductions on income. All deductions can be divided into two categories: statutory and non-statutory. Statutory deductions are compulsory deductions which must be paid. Some examples are income tax, pay-related social insurance, which is shortened to PRSI, and universal social charge, which is shortened to USC. And non-statutory deductions are voluntary deductions which the worker can choose to pay or not pay. Some examples are pension contributions, trade union subscriptions, health insurance payments. Pay-related social insurance, PRSI. PRSI is made up of social insurance and health contributions. The social insurance part goes to funds to pay for social welfare and benefits in Ireland. The health contribution part goes to the Department of Health and Children to help fund health services in Ireland. The amount of PRSI an employee pays depends on how much they earn and is calculated as a percentage of their earnings. The employer will also pay a contribution to the employee's PRSI payment. Universal Social Charge, USC. The Universal Social Charge is a tax payable on gross income. So gross income is income before deductions. This additional tax was introduced in 2011 and it provides income for the state. The rates of USC as of 2012 are as follows, but it is important to note that these rates are set by the government and can be changed in the annual budget. If a worker earns under €10,036 in total, then they do not pay USC. If a worker earns over €10,036, USC is charged as follows: 2% on the first €10,036, 4% on the next €5,980, and 7% on the balance. So if a question comes up involving USC, then you will be given the percentages and the amounts in the question because these can change in the budget. The whole reason for the Universal Social Charge brought in 2011 was because of the recession in Ireland and the government needed to raise some money. Aisling has a gross income of €92,500. Her standard rate cut-off point is €33,500. The standard rate of tax is 18% and the higher rate is 43%. She has a tax credit of €5,300. Aisling is in PRSI Class A1, which means she does not have to pay PRSI on the first €127 earned per week, but she pays it at a rate of 4% on all income above that amount. Assume a 52-week year. Aisling pays trade union subscriptions of €15 every 2 weeks, health insurance of €85 a month, and a pension contribution of €350 a month. We want to calculate the total amount of income tax she must pay for the year, her USC payment for the year, PRSI contribution per week, and her weekly net income after all the deductions. So let's start off calculating the total amount of income tax Aisling must pay for the year. So this is her tax payable. So this is the tax she actually pays. So her gross tax is going to be 18% of 33,500 because the standard rate cut-off point was 33,500 and she pays 18% on that, plus 43% of €59,000 because she pays 43% on the remainder. So her gross income is 92,500, subtract the 33,500, leaves us with €59,000. This is the income above the standard rate cut-off point, so she pays 43% of this. We get €6,030 plus €25,370, which gives us €31,400. So this is her gross tax, which is before we subtract tax credits. Remember, we want her tax payable, the tax she does pay. So the income tax equation is gross tax minus tax credit equals tax payable. So gross tax €31,400 minus the tax credit €5,300 given in the question leaves us with €26,100. Therefore, she pays €26,100 in tax. This is the tax payable. Part 2. Calculate her USC, Universal Social Charge, payment for the year. So these are our percentages. So she pays 2% on the first €10,036. So we get 2% of €10,036. We get €200.72. Then she pays 4% on the next €5,980. So 4% of €5,980 is €239.20. Then she pays 7% on the balance. So the balance is going to be €76,484 because her gross income of €92,500 minus €10,036 minus €5,980 leaves us with €76,484. So she gets 7% of that, which is €5,353.88. Adding the three values, we get €5,793.80. So this is the USC she pays for the year. Part 3. Calculate her PRSI contribution per week to the nearest cent. So her gross pay per week is €92,500 divided by 52, because there are 52 weeks in a year, which gives us €1,778.85. So that's how much she earns before any deductions, and that's per week. Her PRSI due is 0% on the first €127, which is just going to be €0, and 4% on the balance. So €1,778.85 minus €127 leaves us with €1,651.85. So we get 4% of that, and that's €66.07. So her PRSI payment per week is €66.07. Part 4. What is Aisling's weekly net income after all deductions? So her deductions. Her income tax is €26,100. That's from Part 1. Her USC is €5,793.80. That's from Part 2. Her PRSI from Part 3 was €66.07. And multiplying that by 52 to get the yearly amount is €3,435.64. Her trade union subscriptions are €15 times 26, because she pays that every 2 weeks. And 52 divided by 2 is 26, so that's €390. Her health insurance is €85 times 12, because she pays that per month. There's 12 months in the year. It gives us €1,000.20. And her pension contributions is €350 times 12, because again she pays that monthly. That gives us €4,200. Adding them all together, €40,939.44. So that's her deductions for the year. Part 4. What is Aisling's weekly net income after all deductions? So her annual, which means yearly, net income is going to be her gross income minus the total deductions. So her gross income was €92,500. That's what she started off with. Her total deductions were €40,939.44. We got that in Part 3. Subtracting leaves us with €51,560.56. So that's how much she actually takes home a year. So that's her net income per year, annual. Net income is how much she actually goes home with. And to work out her weekly net income, we divide that by 52, because there's 52 weeks in a year, leaving us with €991.55.